It's not what you think it is. Good morning.
They're waiting for me to take them outside.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Samantha. Calm. Sit, Duncan. Wait. Okay. Good morning, everybody. They're gonna want me to sit outside with them. Oh, it's bright. Good job. Let's do a morning dance, a morning dance, a morning dance. Hey, shh. I didn't say morning barks. Don't eat the plants. I'm declaring that today is going to be a wonderful day. Yesterday I went on a first friend date. I don't know if it's dramatic to call it that, but making a new friend really does feel like going on a date. I'm gonna brush out these curls, going for soft, bouncy. Potentially making a new friend today. I hope it goes good. I think I made a friend. While she was driving over here, we had talked about Lemmy gummies. All I hear is people talking about Lemmy gummies. She said that she uses them and that she loves them. And I said, where could you buy them? She then stopped on her way over yesterday and bought me Lemmy gummies. If they wanted to, they would. That is very much something I would do. I definitely show my love through so many different ways. Physical touch, gift giving. We're gonna start our day off. They made that kind of hard. 2 gummies. 2 Lemmy Focus Concentration Gummies. Lion's Mane and B12 with clinically studied citicoline. Bottoms up. The issue is I could eat the whole container. She also got me the Lemmy De-Bloat. She said that these make her poop, so maybe I won't take this right now. Usually vitamin gummies have that weird, gritty, chalky consistency, and these don't have that. It quite literally just tasted like a fruit snack. You know how I'm in my gardening era? It only felt right that I also add bird feeder era to the list. I didn't want just any bird feeders though. I wanted bird feeders that would represent my personality. And they didn't really have those in the stores. They were all just plain. So I took to Etsy. If you don't shop on Etsy, you're missing out. 1, you're supporting a small business most of the time. And 2, you get much cuter stuff. People constantly ask me where this board that we have on top of the kitchen stove, where that's from. It's from Etsy. All 3 of these are from Etsy. I know this isn't a bird feeder, but I figured if I'm gonna be welcoming birds into my backyard, I should give them a house. I don't know how they're gonna fit in there. It's not big. It's cute nonetheless. My version of like a big Bertha bird feeder. It's giving just the right amount of grandma. I also got this one, which once again is probably not the most practical bird feeder, but it's the cutest bird feeder. This isn't from Etsy. It's a clear bird feeder, so I can put it in the window. I'm either gonna put it on this window over here, or the windows in the living room, because I can see those when I'm cooking and baking or hanging out in the kitchen. I can see those windows the best. So how cute would it be just to be like do, or like doing the dishes that I hate doing, but at least I can stare at cute birds. And it's clear. It's clear when you fill up the bottom. You get a front row seat to a bird mukbang. I think it's just plastic. The tray comes off for you to fill up. A little bar for them to stand on, and you just suction cup it to the window. I don't know how I'm gonna reach that window. I might need Gerald to do it. I wonder if I have a stool. We do. I did not know that we owned a ladder. When did we get a ladder? BRB, going outside. The screen is messing it up, but they absolutely love it outside. I just drove to Bayshore in Tampa. If you are a Florida girly or you've ever been, you might know what Bayshore is. It is probably the prettiest walk ever. I just felt like walking somewhere other than my neighborhood today. I have not walked on Bayshore in so long, but it's one of my favorite places to walk, and I want to start showing you guys my favorite areas and my favorite places, and I have just been so in my head and just so meh. I know a walk will make me feel better. It's just moving my body. I was really on my walking grind for a minute, and I have kind of fallen off off of it and I want to get back into it. I do have a lot of other things that I need to do today. It's a Wednesday. I woke up, I made breakfast, I made the bed. What else did I do? Oh, I meant to start the wash. Didn't do that. Put on a cute little outfit. I saw a girl on TikTok say that she puts aloe in her hair and that really helps her hair grow somehow. She uses it for her slick back. So I used aloe to slick my hair back. I put oil in the ends of it because I need to wash it later. This evening, we're gonna go to my apartment because this is the last week. I have one more week to be out. I've done barely anything. That's giving me a little bit of anxiety. Right now, none of that matters. We're going for a walk. I've been charging my headphones, so hopefully they have enough battery. I just parked on a side street. Bayshore is right there. And it's starting to get hotter again, so I don't know how long I'll walk for. I was walking for about an hour before, but that's earlier in the day. It's 11:30 now, so it's gonna be much hotter. I didn't bring Duncan because of that. He'll get too hot. But I was walking for like an hour in the mornings, and I would make it about 3.5 miles. So we'll see. But let me show you my outfit. This top is airy. Liaison biker shorts, and then some Under Armour white sneakers. They're very dirty. I've put them to good use. Let's walk. It's that time of the week. Podcast. Oh, I like that color. Andrew looks so good. Okay, you look skinty. They can't hear anything you're saying, so I can just make it seem like you're saying whatever I want. I'm telling you, the podcast adds 2 pounds to me, Hugh, because I'm actually 20 pounds heavier. Yeah. In case you guys are wondering, I'm using a Rodecaster Duo. I use a R6 Mark II, and we have a little Rode microphone. My room was a mess, so we hid it all on this side of the chair. And I hope Dobby leaves us alone. This is the life. When I tell you I haven't done a damn thing in here, I mean I haven't done a damn thing. Some of the big furniture's gone, but that's just because we took it to the house. I would be the person that waits until I literally have 0 days left to do this. Say goodbye to the cat. It's hacking up my books. I'm gonna be an educated girly again. I'm allergic to dust. This one is so pretty. I bet you never thought you were gonna see another video in this apartment. The day has finally come where I have to move out. In fact, when I say I have to move out, I'm getting on a plane tomorrow to go to Nashville for Samantha Joe's graduation. I'm gonna be gone until Monday morning, and I have to turn my keys in on Monday morning. And I just started packing up today. I know I've mentioned that I've been working on my procrastination skills. I don't have an excuse for this one, other than I put this off until the absolute last minute, and now I kept myself up all night with anxiety once I realized that I got the dates wrong, that I had to move out of this apartment. I thought I had until the 7th or the 8th to move out. I hired movers for them to come on a date where the apartment will no longer be mine, which basically means it's up to me to do today. I don't even know if it's possible. I came over here bright and early first thing this morning. So far, this is how far I've gotten. We have packed up the entire living room. All of this is stuff that's coming with. I'm trying to find the stuff that I don't want. Pretty much every article of clothing, with a couple exceptions. I'm donating because it doesn't fit me anymore. There's so many things that are here that I don't need that I can donate. Things that just don't go in the new house. Like, unfortunately, these chairs. I bought different ones that match the house better. I don't think you're upset that we're back in this apartment, but I just don't think you were expecting it. I'm not good at moving vlogs. I never have been, and I probably never will be, but you're gonna get a good old-fashioned pack-in vlog today. It's my motivation to actually get this finished. I made my way into the kitchen. The kitchen is the next task. There's probably gonna be the most garbage and donations from here, with the exception of my closet. I just went through all of my spices, and tell me why the trays that you're seeing are the ones that are still good. I'm getting better with this thing. Ow! Second cardboard cut of the day. All because I don't understand why they connect the sides. Somebody tell me how this is helpful. I don't get it. Oh my God, it's so heavy now. I found a whole thing of baking powder and chicken noodle soup. What else in here is still good? Yes, best by a long time. This is why you can't have a deep pantry, because you just lose stuff in here. Once there's 2 rows of things, I no longer know what's in here. I have enough pasta for a lifetime. That might be because pasta is one of the only foods I know how to make properly, and I have gotten a lot better. Stuffing also sounds fantastic. Cornbread stuffing mix. Blueberry muffins, still good. It's not what you think it is. Oh no. The stuff on the top shelf is gonna have to wait. Food, spices. Any progress is worth celebrating. Hi, Mama Kelly. She's keeping me entertained. Why? I'm just starting to force her to keep me entertained. Do I have any Simply Moderns at the house? Do have the cover. Bitch be gone. Have to keep it. Get rid of something. I'm pretty sure this was my very first Stanley ever. Maybe she can be retired. This is so cute, but I never grab it. Does anybody else struggle to get rid of things? I think I get it from my mom. I don't even know if I have a cover to that. I like these kinds of hydro flasks for the beach. I feel like sand can't get in it. I don't need to keep purple and pink. And Mama Kelly definitely likes purple more. And this one looks better. She's the winner. Koozie. Yes, yes. This one's brand new, so I'm gonna keep it. Oh no. Oh no. If you ever want free water bottles, just start posting gym videos. You might think I bought most of these. I didn't. I have a shopping problem and I don't buy that many water bottles. Someone will get good use out of them. It'll be fine. Definitely keeping. Yes. These are glasses that I got when I moved into this apartment complex. If I only knew. The people were nice here. I'm gonna be honest, I have yet as a renter to find a landlord that I completely love. Renting isn't fun. But buying a house for a gajillion dollars isn't fun either. Being in here right now, I am a little bit sad, and I thought I wasn't gonna be that sad because I was so annoyed living here with all of the noise. If you could only understand how loud it was. From the day I moved in. Do you guys remember when I hit 1 million subscribers? There was a concert going on outside. I can say this now because I no longer live in this building. Janice Live, which is essentially a hard rock music venue. Right below us was playing music, and it sounded like I had a clapping track, like an audience track over me hitting 1 million subscribers. And I promise you, that's just how loud it was in my apartment from 2 p.m. till 2 in the morning every single night. I'm not gonna miss that. I love downtown St. Pete so much. Still a St. Pete girly. It's always my dream to live in a high rise. I finally did it. Might have liked it more, 1, without the noise, and 2, if I hadn't lived in a house before coming to this apartment, because I got so used to living in a house in Nashville. Coming to an apartment, it just isn't the same. It's still renting, sure, but it just is not the same. Having a house is so different. I mean, I'm not saying that situations could happen and something could happen in my life where no matter what, I would never, ever, ever move into an apartment again. I'm not saying that. Like, if I had to move into an apartment again, I would. I'm realizing how much having a house is a privilege. Some people like apartments. That's obviously fine too, especially now that the puppies have a yard. There was a possum in our yard the other day. I think my mom would actually murder me if I got rid of this. I think I thrifted it. It's a purple Coke glass, and you know my mom and Diet Coke. Packing up pots. The pile of stuff is growing. The kitchen's looking a little bit better. All of these are the cups that I'm keeping. I don't want anything bad to happen to those, so I'm just gonna take them with me in my car. I'm also gonna take the coffee machine in my car. I did light a candle because it smells like some weird chemical in here, and it always has. I don't know what it is. Took my fork and spoon down. I also grabbed my big picture that I had above my bed. All of these I'm sending to Jaden. It's like she's getting a whole new wardrobe. All of this is getting donated. I was hoping that I would be out of here by maybe 7, and I just don't think that's gonna happen. I did Uber Eats some food because I have yet to eat today. I got penne alla vodka from my favorite place in downtown. I told them to ask for utensils and salt and pepper because I already packed away all of my spices and my forks. Food is here. I have 16 minutes to eat my food and be ready for therapy, so it's kind of like we're taking a little break. Get a quick little breather before we jump back into it. My body does not like the pasta I had. I like the pasta I had. I'm most definitely allergic. I just refuse to believe that I could live my life without dairy and or gluten. I'm definitely gonna miss this view. It's probably the prettiest view I'm ever going to have from any place that I live in my entire life. It's so much louder now though because there's the music venue. Look how tall this building has got, so you can hear the construction so much more. They're also building another one right there. Look how close I was to the water. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but you can see all of the sailboats. It's such a happy place to live. Anyone who ever asks me advice of where to move, I say St. Pete. I'm sorry. I know everyone wants people to stop moving to Florida. I mean, I moved to Florida, so I can't be the person to tell people to stop because I also did it. That would be hypocritical of me. I have made my way into my room. Initially, my plan was to finish an entire room before moving on to the next one. I need a break from the kitchen. I don't know why. It's stressing me out. I had therapy. Well, I'm gonna pop a squat at my vanity. We can chat for a second about therapy. I don't know what is going... Why is this wet? It just smells like Clorox wipes. I don't know why I'm so anxious. I know this is not my best angle, okay? We're close enough that we don't care about angles. I don't know why I am so anxious after that therapy session. I mean, therapy can be a lot. Like, you're sharing intimate details of your life with a stranger. I mean, you don't have to share anything with anybody until you're comfortable. I'm just a chronic oversharer, so it doesn't take me long to start spilling my guts to my therapist. I needed the tape gun to set you down, so I stopped whipping you around. I'm gonna be over here building a box. So I didn't talk about anything that I haven't spoken about before. I talked to her about the fact that I am depressed again. I know to you guys that might seem like, well, normal Sam. I haven't been deeply depressed since 2019. I've had short bursts of maybe 2 weeks at a time. I'll say I'm in like a little depressy epi. What was that? Did I just hear a ka-ching? Me saying I'm depressed, and I'm hearing the sound of spending money. In the past couple weeks, I've really been reflecting on how I've been feeling because in recent years, my anxiety is the worst part, that and just my ADHD. Once we figured out the ADHD thing and I got put on Vyvanse, guys, I felt so much better. Mental health is an actual issue with your brain. Depression is a chemical imbalance in your brain. Sometimes you can't do anything about it. It can be hereditary. My mom has depression. I've been diagnosed with major depressive disorder. I've been around the block with depression. I don't think depression has been the forefront of my mental issues or health concerns since the end of 2019. Like I said, I've had issues. Depression hasn't been the biggest one, and right now it is. I'm trying to figure out how to navigate that because I don't even know what I'm doing. The last time I was super depressed, I pretty much was not a functioning human being anymore. Just scary to think about. I thought I had a garbage bag. The past 2 weeks, I have just become so aware that I am depressed again. It looks different this time around because I've grown a lot as a person. I mean, I'm not the same person I was in 2019, and I think everybody that's here understands that and knows that. I'm handling it a lot better in the sense that before I would just lay in bed, I wouldn't do anything, I wouldn't shower for weeks at a time. I mean, I didn't function. It's probably because I'm also on ADHD meds it's helping me, because there was one day where I didn't take them because I just hadn't picked up my new bottle yet, and I was not okay. Like, I didn't do much of anything. But I'm also actively trying to make this a different experience, especially now that I'm aware that I'm depressed. I can talk about it more in a different video if you're actually curious as to how I recognize that I was depressed again. Like, maybe you think you might be depressed, but you don't know exactly what that looks like. Or maybe I can even talk about it on the podcast if you guys have any like specific questions. It just felt different than my normal anxiety. After doing the math, I put 2 and 2 together and came to the conclusion, depressed. We talked a little bit about that in therapy today. We talked about my home life growing up. We talked about so much stuff. I just don't know how I feel. I think there's only one thing to do here. What do you say we cry and listen to our favorite girl? Don't worry, I'll keep packing. Down bad crying at the gym. I've emptied all the drawers. Time to remove the big stuff. Mother! What happened there? It like burnt the wall. End of day 1, I did get really tired and I stopped filming after my little post-therapy not happy session. We have made progress. It feels like I haven't made progress. All of these are clothes that I'm bringing to the house. Donations. Cleanest you're ever gonna see this closet. Also probably the last time you'll ever see this closet. Spunky vacuum. This is where it starts to look bad. But I promise more is done than it looks like, because it looks like we did nothing in the kitchen, but I promise we did.
That somehow made you cry. And both of your hands were rough like a carpenter's, so accustomed to nails and to hammers. Never would thought those nails would cut inside. Oh, your hands are blessed, one holy, holy